Okay. My name is Blake, and my topic is it ethical to use advanced technology in sports clothing and equipment? Advanced materials in sport, an ethical advantage or an ethical challenge? Inside USA Today 2002, there was an article on four buddies. They have been playing golf for 20 years. Each Saturday, they wager lunch. And they wager the outcome of the game. Fred, grossly overweight and unfit, is the least skilled of the bunch, and he usually buys lunch 95% of the time. One day he bought new clubs and improved his game dramatically. He improved 25 yards long, and he also bought some new age balls as well. But he never told his mates his secret. Is Fred being ethical in this situation or not? Ethical. He's getting more of a healthier lifestyle because he's continuing to play. He's self-motivated. Okay, getting those new clubs has really given him a new spin on Saturday golf. He won't want to quit now because he's improving his game. He's increasing his motor skills, which is a good thing because he didn't have the skill level before that. Balances the playing field. Psychological disadvantages. He was getting berated by his mates for not being the best, and he kept buying lunch. And then now his mates look up to him because he's better. You know, he's a much better player. He doesn't buy lunch all the time. And realistically, he was not really breaking the rules at all. He was doing this within the ethical boundaries of the rules. Non-ethical. He was holding the secret to his friends. He didn't tell them that he got new equipment. He just went along and just started winning. He was definitely unfair advantaging. If they had the same equipment, he probably would have been worse than them. The social contract theory. So pretty much, him and his mates had a contract that they came every Saturday and they wagered lunch, and the loser always buys it. And so that was just a contract which they abided by, pretty much. And he definitely did break that. Another question within the question: is the purpose of sport to gain an advantage? So pretty much getting better than everyone else? Or people participating, enjoying, and improving their motor skills. So in Fred's case, he wanted to get the advantage and get even. Whereas on the flip side, participating and enjoying and improving one's motor skills as well as health and fitness is more of a different spin on why people would get the better equipment. Definition. The dictionary defines technology as a material object of use to humanity, such as machinery, hardware, and utilities. Material designed and manufactured to make existing human activities easier for those who won't be able to biologically adapt. So in Fred's case, he wasn't biologically adapting with the old stuff, and then with the new stuff, he's starting to adapt more and be better with the new equipment. Technology is understood to make humans reach interests and goals in or related to sport. So, you know, with the better clubs, he would be definitely improving goals. Fred would be, everyone would be improving with the better technology, which means they don't drop out of the sport and they keep it going. Is technology ethical? Spirit of the sport, to be the best. You want to be the best. No matter what the ethical standpoint is, you want to be the best. The supersuits. Supersuits in swimming, records are broken. So was it really the suit that gave such a huge advantage, or was it the advantage in other training technologies or knowledge of the sport? I know a guy who broke I work with him, the guy who broke the 50-meter backstroke record a few years ago. He was in the supersuit era. He did hold the 50-meter backstroke record for 2 weeks, and then he got He got broken. But now the person who actually owns that record wasn't a part of the supersuit era. So realistically, was there an advantage of the supersuit considering it's been broken now? If everyone has the same technology equipment, does that make it even? Yeah, it's really something to think about. If everyone did have the supersuit, even now, would it be different? Who knows? Sports are based on the progress of science, and it relies on the development of material science. Modern information technology and the new materials is changing the human production and the way of life. High improvements and new materials in sport play a vital role in the development. So it's just the development of how the materials have progressed in time. Examples of history in sports technology. 1972 Munich Olympics, DuPont. He had a new swimsuit, the two-way adjustable elastic instead of wool. So even dated back in 1972, the new swimsuit was seen as an improvement in technology. So even before that, the wool would have been new technology. So it really goes to show that even the two-way adjustable elastic was seen as a revolutionary improvement in technology, but really, 30 years on, it was the supersuit. And that's since changed. So I think it can, technology is always improving. Mizuno company created a running shoe for the Seoul Olympics. It reduced the weight from 115 grams to 20 grams, and the world record was broken. I feel like it would be different if everyone would have had the 20-gram shoes. If it wasn't, if it was just him and he broke records, well, it's not ethically fair, is it, really? But that's how much new age equipment has progressed in time. For argument, again, the Fred example, all performers improve their fitness, skill level, and health. There's less dropout rates because of that, and then, of course, health benefits. Science are able to learn more about the human body, so GPS tracking, heart rate monitors, how the body under stress works, how the body under exhaustion works. Learning about this really helps not only in sport but outside of sport. And injury prevention. With the headgear. Headgear has improved throughout the years, and it helps with concussion. So being able to limit brain damage is a good thing, and limit concussions. Disabilities. Handicap athletes can participate effectively and efficiently like never before. Would you want a Paralympic and quadriplegic person to have the most advanced materials to help them compete? I think that's ethical, because without that technology, they don't compete. So it's all about inclusion. Prosthetic people may be seen as the unfair advantage because they're seen as a cyborg. So Oscar Pistorius, he was a 400-meter runner, and he used blade technology to help him compete. However, this can all be summed up within classification. So being able to classify blade runners in the same category is definitely makes it more ethical. Having wheelchair people to be able to compete in their own classification, that's ethical because they've all got the same equipment. Against argument, little skill is needed to be successful at a sport, but more money driven for amateur level. So, for instance, Fred put a bit of money aside, bought new clubs, so much better. Javelin, the equipment used in ancient times, was more skill-based, was more strength-based, more of a skill-based and strength-based. However, now it requires more finesse rather than strength. And, of course, everything is expensive, all these new age equipment. Conclusion. Is it ethical to use advanced technology in sports clothing and equipment? Is the desired outcome to be the best, or being the best with the same technology being given to everyone? Is the technology the main factor contributing to the success of the sport? Or is it to do with the coaches that the people are improving and not really the new age equipment? Thank you.